what, why, and how to evaluate the curriculum. So, since the other topic was tackled by Melky, so I will continue about the Tyler objectives centered model. So, Ralph Tyler in 1950 proposed a curriculum evaluation model which until now continues to influence many curriculum assessment process. His monograph was entitled Basic Principles of Curriculum and Instruction. So Tyler's objective-centered model is used extensively nowadays, measures the word and merit of the learning based on the established objective. So, di ba nakataw siya og basic principles lang siya ang iyang objectives in evaluation of the curriculum. So, these basic principles of curriculum and instruction have four sections focus on setting objective, selecting learning experiences, organizing instruction, and evaluating progress. So in using the Tyler's model, the following curriculum components and processes are identified in curriculum evaluation since kanang kuan wala siya na preliminary sa kuan. So in evaluation the curriculum there are kuan kanang na sila brand survey. So ang sulod silang survey na sila question then ang ilaang qualification para to continue the evaluation of the curriculum is the question will be answered yes or no. If a lot of the evaluators will or the stakeholders will answer the yes or kuan, so mo na siya nga ipadayon ang evaluation. If no pag yes gani, so the curriculum is kuan siya steady na siya. Nara siya gamay nga kuan nga i-evaluate or i-usog anak. So using all the steps to evaluate the curriculum and obtaining all yes answered would mean the curriculum has passed. So the standard. So Tyler's model of evaluating the curriculum is relatively easy to understand which many teachers can follow. So mo siya ang bitaw siya og basic curriculum na siya kay kuan kanang easy to understand ka ang model ni kuan ni Tyler yung objective. So dali kay ang curriculum elements siya kay objective intended learning outcomes. So evaluation process predetermined intended learning outcomes or object, then situation of the context, then evaluation instrument tools, utilization of tool, and utilization as the result. So sabdan ba? So next sa contact so Daniel Staplebean's context input process product model or CIPP. So the CIPP model of curriculum evaluation was a product of the Phi Delta Kappa Committee chaired by Daniel Staplebean. So si Staplebean kay kwan siya kanang apil siya sa kanang kuan sa fraternity na siya, no? So fraternity. So the model emphasizes that the result of evaluation should provide data for decision making. There are 4 stages program. So these include context evaluation, input evaluation, process evaluation, and product evaluation. So however, any evaluator can take only any of the 4 stages as the focus of evaluation. So sa Daniel Staplebean, so nakafocus lang siya sa isa kung asa ni sila upat ang mas gamit. So mo ito siya ang i-padayon na curriculum. So in context evaluation, so the CIPP model of Staplebean is used in collecting information and improving the program effectiveness or planning for Igiwanda. So, from the word context, so nakabase na siya sa nilalaman kung ano ang nilalaman ng curriculum. So ang iyang evaluation is based on the context or what text inside the curriculum. So, basically means looking for the beneficiaries, the needs, the resources, the problems, and the background of the environment. Muna siya ang context evaluation. Nakabase siya sa background, sa environment. So, next, input evaluation. Assist alternative means based on the inputs for the achievement of objectives to help decision makers to choose options for optimal means. So, in this evaluation means looking at the stakeholders, the strategies, the budget, and the coverage and the research. So, from the word input. So, ang nakakuha siya kung saan ang needs or what kind of the strategies that used in making the curriculum. Next will be the process evaluation. Monitors the processes both to ensure that the needs are actually being implemented and make necessary modifications. So, process evaluation is looking at the development from the word process. So, ang yung process niya from the evaluation is for the development of the curriculum or to enhance or to change what is the something new in the curriculum. So, the implementation, the monitoring, and the feedback of the program. So, the last one is the product evaluation. Compares actual ends with intended ends and leads to source of recycling decision. So muna siya ang result sa evaluation. Muna siya ang looking at the impact kung saan epekto or what is the result of the evaluation they made sa gikan sa context, input, process, and until the product. So this is the impact and the effectiveness, the sustainability, and the adjustment of the program or the evaluation they make. So, what is four stages that 6 steps are suggested. Muna siya dito sa gikuan sa CIPP model, muna siya yung gikuan ng steps. So, sa context evaluation, nadali ang step 1, identify the kind of decision to be made. So, nakuha siya ako dito. Ang step 1 ng step 2, natulong na siya sa context evaluation. So, step 1, identify the kind of decision to be made. Then, step 2, identify the kinds of data to make that decision. So, muna siya na-involve sa context evaluation. Wala siya nagtungod. So in these steps, sa duha ka steps, nadara ang evaluators examine the resources and the background, the program such as the scope of the evaluation and the supports the program in program has in phase. So, ang nakuha na po sa input evaluation kay ang step 3 o step 4, nabilong siya. Ang step 3, collect the data, mami siyang input. So from sa word na input, nasa man yung makuha ma-input kung dili ka mag-collect of data. So you need to collect the data in order for you to have a result or to apply in that evaluation. So establish the criteria to determine the quality of the data. So in these steps, that once the goals are assessed, the evaluators can now review and focuses on identifying the key stakeholders and examining the program and in collecting information about planning strategies or implementing. So process. Ang process kay nabilog dara ang step 5. Analyze data in the criteria. So the activities of the program are assessed with a focus on continuous improvement done is being done well or what is need to address for change. Muna siya ang process. So, last one is the product evaluation. Organize needed information needed for decision makers. So, evaluators measures the outcome. So, magkuha na siya og outcome kay product naman ang iyang basihan sa iyang evaluation. So, mag-base na ang evaluators into the outcome of the evaluation. So, the outcome of the program and how effectively those outcomes are being addressed. So next one is the state responsive model. So responsive model is oriented more directly to program activities. The program intents evaluation focuses for the activities rather than the intent or processes. So nakakuha ko siya diri about sa more activities sa po diri nga model. Nakafocus siya sa activities. So Robert State, 1975, recommends the following steps on the curriculum evaluator. So, the curriculum evaluator follow the steps below. So, sa kang Robert State na siya ikuan at siya steps na ginasulod sa para sa evaluation sa curriculum. So, step 1, meets with stakeholders to identify their perspective and intentions regarding curriculum evaluation. So, di ba ang in evaluation, di ba, kung mag-implement mo sa curriculum, mag-lead sa stakeholders. Ito na yung mga stakeholders. Parents, church, so muna siya naka-state diri meet the stakeholders. So, muna siya need siya i-meet ang stakeholders in order for us to know or on what where the part of the curriculum is need to evaluate or to change. So muna siya, the evaluators need stakeholders to gain the perspective and intentions regarding to the evaluation. Step 2, draws from step 1 documents to determine the scope of the evaluation. So, the evaluators draws on the discussion and analysis happen to these stakeholders. So, magbuha na siya, mag-take na siya action doon sa iyang mga nag-get sa iyang stakeholders in order to address on what needs. Sa step 3, observes the curriculum closely to identify the unintended sense of implementation and any deviations from announced intent. So, i-observe sa yung curriculum kung saan pwede kawalaon or saan hindi mo pwede i-stay sa kuan or need i-revise or need i-ano siya. So, the evaluator observe the program closely to get a sense of its operation and note any unintended deviations from any announced to intent. So, ano to siya? So, step 4. Identify the stated real purpose of the program and the various audiences. So, may galunin mo sila so, yung ikuan i-state sa dun ang real purpose. Why we need to do this evaluation? Kay, kanang, di ba, sayang mga kuan kay mag-wonder sila nung na-change. Bago na-change yung mga code na. So, dapat i-state mo sa mga kuan sa inyong stakeholders or sa ini kuan audiences nga usa ang real nga purpose sa inyong evaluation in order na kanang wala siya kanang wala siya wala yung miscommunication or wala yung mga pagtatakas nga kuan nga makaka-create o karang kuan sa mga una sa tao. So, step 5, identifies the problem of the curriculum evaluation at hand and identifies evaluation design with needed data. So, the evaluator identifies the issues and problems with which the evaluation should be concerned plus specify the kinds of the data needed. So the evaluator need to identify define or classify which issues or a problem need to address in the evaluation. Next is select the means needed to collect the data information. The evaluator find means to select the acquired data which can be human observer and judges instrument if there is any. Next, implements the data collection procedure. So after those steps, so mag-implement na ka. So this will come the implementation of the data you gather, the collection, or you apply the any data you gathered in those sa mga niagi nga steps nimo. So dali na ang implemented. Next, organize the information into teams, then decide with stakeholders the most appropriate formats the report. So one of the siya. So after organizing, the evaluator decides which audience requires reports and choose formats for audience use. So number 5, Scriven consumer-oriented evaluation. So Michael Scriven in 1967 introduced this evaluation among many others in education products flooded the market. Consumers of the educational products which are needed to support an implemented curriculum include textbooks, modules, educational technology like software, or often use consumer-oriented evaluation. So these products and other structural materials, even teachers and school themselves nowadays write and produce these materials for their own purposes. So Scriven consumer-oriented evaluation, nakafocus lang siya about sa materials na pag-use sa textbooks, sa books, sa mga apel na ang quadring needed of technology like software are used after consumer-oriented evaluation. So a sample way of curriculum evaluation process. So for a very simple and practical way of curriculum evaluation, responding the following questions will provide an evaluation data for curriculum decision. Just as the following question also. Manila siya. Just like sa kang paano kang Tyler, ay sa kang Daniel, ikaw, ay Tyler na mag-ask questions if one of our stakeholders will gain the kuan the kanang alag mas daghang answer kay kung no. So wala na siya ngay procedure ang kinahanglan siya og evaluation pag if yes, so dili na kay siya mag-kuan. So this is our some of di man siya ang iyang method of evaluation. So just like number 1, does the curriculum emphasize learning outcomes? If the one stakeholders will answer it yes or no, so i-proceed nila ang kuan. Ang evaluation depends on the response of the stakeholders or the needs of stakeholders. So, ano siya, naka-base ang ilang evaluation into question. So, does the implemented curriculum require less demands? Kindergarten, elementary, secondary, tertiary levels. Can the curriculum aspects be assessed as written, taught, supported, tested, and learned? Does the curriculum include formative assessment? Does the curriculum provide quantitative methods of assessment? Does the curriculum provide for qualitative methods of assessment? Can the curriculum provide the data needed for decision making? Are the findings of evaluation available to stakeholders? So, if a lot of the stakeholders were kanang response sila og yes, so the evaluators will kuan. Dili na ka sila mo change sa kuan sa curriculum. Kaya nakadepende man ang ilang evaluation sa needs o sa response sa stakeholders. So, in summary, whatever models of curriculum evaluation to be used in when conducting a curriculum evaluation. So what to consider? Identifying primary audience. So mani siya ang dakan jud ang step 1, ang audience. Kinsa ang kuan ato ang stakeholders kay sila man ang mo gamit sa kuan sa curriculum na atong evaluate. So curriculum program sponsors, managers, administrators, school heads, participants, teachers and students, content specialists, other stakeholders. So 2. Identifying critical issues problems. So what are the issues? Outcomes, expected, desired, intended, process, implementation, resources of inputs. Then identifying data source, people. Isa ang mga sources kuan na why we need to evaluate the curriculum. People, teachers, students, parents, curriculum developers, existing documents, available records, evaluations of the students. 4. Identifying techniques for collecting data, standard tests, informal tests, sample of the student work, interviews, participant observations, checklists, anecdotal records. So, muna siya ang kuan ang sa on how to identify in collecting the data. Step 5. Identifying, establish standards and criteria. Standards previously set by agency, DepEd, JED, professional, and organization. Step 6. Identifying techniques in data analysis, content analysis, process analysis, statistics, comparison, evaluation process. Preparing evaluation report, written, oral, reference, final, summary, descriptive, graphic, evaluative, and judgmental list of recommendations. Preparing modes of display, case studies, test scores, summary, testimonies, multimedia, presentation, product display, students, and